Oprah Winfrey, Jim Carrey, Will Smith. These are three individuals who are very successful in their careers. Each of these individuals credits positive thinking as being a driver for their success. There are many theories regarding what makes someone successful and the role positivity has in it. Among these are law of attraction, karma, even forms of spirituality. However, there can also be scientific basis. And today, we will learn one scientific theory about why positive thinking can lead to greater success. 2 years ago, my brother had just bought a new Honda Accord. We were driving around in it, and he looks out and he points and says, "Look, there's someone else who has a Honda Accord." Continue to drive, and there's another person, and another. The street seems to be full of Honda Accords. This is an example of the reticular activator. The reticular activator is a part of the brain which identifies and notices things of importance, and it ignores everything else. We were recognizing more Honda Accords because it was now an item of interest to us. In the past, we just did not care. We didn't notice them. They were not an item of interest. The reticular activator is a primitive part of the brain, and in the past, it helped our ancestors survive. It does not distinguish between positive items of interest and negative items of interest. Imagine being a caveman or cavewoman and walking along and you see a tree with apples on it. You've never seen a tree before with apples on it, and you pick one of the fruits and you bite into it, and it tastes amazingly scrumptious. Now your reticular activator starts to function. Subconsciously, you look out and you look for apple trees. Of course, this is all happening, as I said, subconsciously. You're not even aware that you are identifying and searching for apple trees. In this case, it is something positive. It is food, the object of interest. However, consider the other scenario where you're walking along with your spear and you notice footprints on the ground of an animal you do not recognize. You keep following these footprints, until you come to a cave, and inside you find a mountain lion. It roars at you, and you stab back with your spear, and you barely make it out alive. Your object of interest now are animal footprints, specifically mountain lion footprints, because your survival was in jeopardy. One, the apple, is positive. The other one, the lion, is negative. The reticular activator only notices. That's its job. Somebody else, a tribal elder or a friend, could have told me these things as a caveman. The results would have been the same. It would have been an object of interest to me. Apple, lion tracks, and in the future, I would have sought to identify these. This is the reason why it becomes so important to guard against negativity. If I turn on the radio and all I can hear is horrible time to start a business, business environment is not looking good, the reticular activator goes off in my brain and starts to identify reasons why I should not be starting a business. And it automatically removes any opportunities from my path because it will not even consider them. Just like the cars, in the past we were not interested in the Honda Accords, so we just outright ignored them. The brain will just ignore opportunities that I would otherwise have been able to see if my mind was instead positive mindset. By saying positive things such as, there's always opportunities out there, I can achieve, I am smart enough, the reticular activator goes into action, and you are able to identify new opportunities, new ways of doing things, and new products, customers. Other people who achieve more or who appear to achieve more are not necessarily smarter, but they are more effective at identifying opportunities. One way to be successful at identifying opportunities is to work on the reticular activator and to influence it using positive thought. If you want to enhance opportunities in your life, work on developing a positive mindset. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hersha. Our timer, could you please give us 1 minute to write up the evaluations?